Workflow, y'all. It's not new by any means of the word. Plenty of people have figured this out before me. Can't believe it took me so long to get onto this.
You big dummy!
Digging for records, digging in the crates, it's getting kind of complicated for me. And in the city and in the suburbs, most of the record stores are closed.
The neighborhood stores that may be small and people go to the hood to go shopping for them.
And the ones that remain open are in the neighborhoods that your neck gotta be on a swivel.
I'm proud of you fellas. You all kept your head on a swivel, and that's what you gotta do when you find yourself in a vicious fight.
Like, you gotta be looking around. Then there's a rash of carjackings that's been happening in the city. So, and I got nice cars. Then the wife don't like me going searching for, as she puts it, dumb records.
Walk like an angel. Walk like an angel. You're the devil in disguise.
I have tried the thrift stores too, and what I found is a lot of classical, a lot of bluegrass, country, a lot of soft rock, which, you know, you can get some good drums off some of those. It ain't worth it as far as digging for records.
Oh, come on, man. What you gonna do? You gonna play ball? What you gonna do? Chase women?
Man, I'm through. I'm down with the honeys.
Game over. I'm through.
And then you never know what you will find. You know, of course you can get anything off of any record. You know, I like a lot of those quirky songs, those Prince Paul type beats. I know him in a few. Oh, speaking of Prince Paul and De La, man, Trugoy Dave, Plug 2, passed away, man. Man, I love that 3 Feet High and Rising. De La Soul is Dead was my favorite De La album. Balloon Mind Stays the only De La album I didn't buy like as soon as it came out. I got that after I got Stakes Is High, I think. I don't know. Must have been going through some stuff at that time. But anyhow, that song, Transmitting Live from Mars.
Écoutez, à midi.
Quelle heure est-il?
Il est midi.
C'est l'heure de déjeuner.
Qu'est-ce qu'il y a à manger?
Des saucisses, sans doute.
With the French translation, I think it's a Wilson Pickett sample. I remember once I got out of college, got out of grad school, when I went to work, my coworker at work majored in French and spent years in French. So I took that Transmitting Live from Mars song to her. I'm like, translate this, because in my mind, maybe I'm a romantic. I thought, you know, it was a guy like knocking a girl down. Hey, what up, girl? Come here. Let me holler at you for a minute. Or New York Shorty. That's what I thought was going on the song.
Yeah. Excuse me. Haven't we met here somewhere before? The name is Jerome, but you can call me JJ. Because everything is dynamite.
It was a freaking learn to speak French like song. It was a person saying something and another person repeating. That like ruined a part of me, man. I love listening to that song. I love that beat. I just love to hear them go back and forth, and I just imagine what they were saying in French. And when she told me that, I was like, thanks for nothing. Gracias por nada.
Keep the change, you filthy animal.
So yeah, R.I.P. Dave. Record shopping. Then you go on eBay and buy records. I was high off the edibles the other night, right? So Common's one of my favorite artists. He's from Chicago.
Shut down!
I'm thinking, like, I don't have Like Water for Chocolate on vinyl. So I go in, I see the record. I didn't even realize it said signed by Common and that it wasn't an album, because I was searching for vinyl. I'm like Water for Chocolate vinyl. And this popped up and it was for $50. So I bought it real quick. Bam, bam, bam. Man, I get this album. Once it got delivered, I was like, what is this? Where the record at? What is this? So I A copy of the album cover is signed by Common. I don't know what that means to anyone, but I got it. I was so disgusted with myself. I did end up getting Like Water for Chocolate on vinyl. Love all those Dilla beats on there. That's the era of the Dilla that I love, where all that music could have been on. Like somebody could have sung over all those beats and it'd have been just as good. All right, shopping for records on eBay. So I went into eBay. You know, I searched for lots of records. You know, that 100 record thing for like $30 or so, 100 records, whatever. But I didn't realize again, like, parts house the medicals again. I only take them at night. And then once I'm making a beat or something, and then I get sleepy, then I get these thoughts in my head like,
I sit alone in my four-cornered room staring at candles. At night I can't sleep, I toss and turn. Candlesticks in the dark, visions of bodies being burned.
like drunk buying stuff, I guess. Like, you need this, you need that. So I bought it, and the shipping was like $50 on it. So $80 for 100 records, and I went through the records. You know, I get them back. They be having, you know, insect eggs or roach eggs in them and stuff. Records be having some type of powdery residue on them. You know, if somebody used them to chop they lines up on it or what. I only found like 3 records on out of the 100. Like, it was a lot of polka music, a lot of bluegrass. I'm like, I ain't about this life, man. I can't be going in the city searching for records, you know, and I can't be buying these arbitrary lots of records off eBay. And when I first got tired of the records, I had this genius idea. I'm gonna do the synths with some really hard drums. And then I realized every great producer went through this period. From the Bobby Digital, RZA, Swiss, Tim, everyone. So that didn't work out so good. I bought the Moog, the subsequent 25. I had a microcord. I got one of them old ones that the plastic is so brittle on. I started that process. Then I realized I can't play worth anything. I took adult piano lessons. And the only thing I could play was, I could do a couple scales, and I could play The Entertainer. The easy version. Easy! Not the really complicated one. That didn't work out. You know, it was good for bass lines. That's really the only thing I could do with the Moog. I'm going with TrackLib. I forgot I signed up 2 years ago, so I had all these credits just sitting there. Like, I paid for a year and then it renewed for a year. And once I went back, I'm like, oh, I had like 500 or 600 credits. So I started going through, you know, hearing all these records from all over the world. Like, not just, you know, the records that someone bought and traded back into the record store in that area. So not just, you know, the funk, the soul from the 60s, 70s, is everything is there. And the new thing that I discovered is you can loop it. 1 bar, 2 bar, 4 bars, you can pitch it up and down, and you could just download that loop and put that directly into your MPC if you need it. A sample for you if you need it. If you happen to, you know, get a placement for a beat, you happen to sell a beat, you can clear it right there. And it's not a commercial for them. It's just something that worked for me. And I'm not saying it's the only way. I'm not saying it's the best way. It's just my way that's working for me. So that's my process right now. Then add drums to it. That's another thing I learned where I used to beat the beat up. Like every part of the beat drums. Now I calm down on the drums a little bit. It's part of getting older, and then I can't hear those loud like snares anymore like I used to. I used to the boom, the bap. I think I like a little boom and bip now. That bap is a little too on my ears. So that's the new workflow that I discovered for me. And it's just my lifetime with my business right now. So pretty soon I have to get back to putting all this stuff to the side, get back to what actually make me money, which is not making these dumb videos. So that's it. Thanks for watching. Here's a thought, and I know it's early, but Fife is gone, and Dave is gone. Pasta Noose and Tip, they can make an album. Like, Pasta would be Q-Tip's Fife, and Tip would be Pasta Noose Dave Trugoy. De La Tribe called De La. Like, quick thought, quick take. I'll cut it all the way. Get some good bass out of this smoke.